All right. Well, Jaguars and Houston. I don't think these are two other teams where they just haven't done a lot in the offseason or anything.
Oh, they traded Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, they did. He's in Seattle now.
The Texans, yeah, Texans traded Jadeveon Clowney.
I forgot about that.
Sent him to Seattle. They got back Barkevious Mingo, which is another defensive end. And they got something else back. And then a third-round draft pick.
Joey just randomly
And then
texted in the chat, "You talking shit?" And it's like, we didn't say anything.
And then, right. And then they traded something else and got Kenny Stills from the Dolphins. They added Kenny Stills to the receiving corps.
I did hear about that. So I
So
mean,
they got
now
Kenny
they got
Stills,
is
Davius Mingo, and then some random fuck.
is
And a third-round draft pick.
Fuller's not on Houston anymore, yeah?
No, he's still there.
Okay, so oh man, they got Fuller,
Yeah,
Stills, and Hopkins for their
Yeah, so they should
starting
be all
three
right.
pretty much.
That was their weak point, and they had to add. They wanted to add that receiver, and they brought in Kenny Stills, which helped them a lot. And then they freed up money by getting rid of Clowney and brought in Mingo. Obviously, Mingo's not as good as. I think they got an offensive lineman from the Dolphins when they got Kenny Stills.
I just know that they did a lot of trading with the Dolphins. I don't really know the whole like details.
Yeah, the Dolphins were very active. They traded quite a few people. They're ready to tank. I literally think that's what it is. You don't make a trade. They made a trade for Rosen, right? And then they brought in Ryan Fitzpatrick. And then they decided that Rosen wasn't going to start, and they're going to start Fitzpatrick for the season. And then they traded away their best offensive line, two of them, to different teams, and only got draft picks back. That's telling me you don't really care to protect your quarterbacks, which means you're not ready to make a push to be competitive at all.
You think they're just kind of using what they did this offseason just for the next draft, you think, to try to rebuild?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're trying to tank for a quarterback, which I highly doubt because they just traded for Rosen, but
Jacksonville got good
maybe
sack.
they're going to tank for I don't know, maybe there's a receiver out there that they really want, or there's some skilled position out there that they really want, they want to add, and they're just going to keep Rosen off the field this year.
Well,
let him learn behind Fitzpatrick and then add.
Okay, so Fitzpatrick was at Tampa last year, right? Now he's in Miami?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, because Fitzpatrick had that first few weeks where he threw for like 500 yards back-to-back games or something crazy like that.
Yeah, he had a ridiculous couple of weeks.
Yeah, and then Winston came back and he off a suspension, and then they kind of went with Fitzpatrick a couple more games. He didn't play very well, and then they put Winston in.
Oh, I guess another big thing for Houston is Lamar Miller. He's gonna be out.
Yes, tore his ACL.
Yeah, so that's gonna be Duke Johnson, I'm guessing. Yeah, he'll be the starter pretty much.
They brought in Duke Johnson, and they traded for Carlos Hyde as well.
Okay, so now they got Hyde too. Cool.
And
Houston might be
Deontay Foreman, which is an old Texas Longhorns running back.
So their offense might be very productive this year. I mean, as long as
that's it. I think those three.
I mean, it's gonna.
It all depends on Watson's staying healthy.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I mean, he got injured
the past few years. He just gets hurt all the time.
I feel like that's a lot of things with most of these teams where they have like really good athletes. They just keep getting injured. I mean, it's like with it's like just with Carson. I mean, like we haven't seen him play a full season yet, and we're going into his fourth year on the team. Like
right.
It's just like a lot of these.
Which is bad because the more they get hurt, the more they cut their career shorter. Like these guys could be really good players, and then they get hurt every other year. Every year they get hurt, and then there goes their career pretty much.
I mean, I think with these
instead of being 15 years, it's 8.
I think with the younger quarterbacks, they just got to learn like just take what you can get and just protect yourself. Like you can get what you didn't get on the next play. You know what I mean? Like just be a little bit smarter.
You gotta trust. You gotta trust the offense. You gotta trust the play calling, the style. You don't have to get 15 yards every play.
I think
5 yards every play, you can get it. You don't have to get that extra 1 yard. It's not worth it unless it's a touchdown for a Super Bowl,
right?
Or a playoff spot.
Yeah, then it's a different story. But I think most of these like younger players still are just more focused on the big plays and not really. I mean, obviously they gotta respect it's a team game. They know that, but I think they're just looking for that breakout. You know, be as good as I can be.
They're trying to get paid.
Yeah, and they're trying to get their name out.
They're trying to get paid, so they're gonna try making it so they're, like you said, get their name out there and they're top of the list when it comes to highlights. And then the more big plays you make, the more impacts you make, the more you get paid. Like these young receivers see Tyreek Hill out here just coming onto the scene and just going crazy, so they're trying to be like him, make huge plays every time you touch the ball.
Right.
But everybody's not Tyreek Hill. So catch the ball, gain your 12 yards, and be happy. Next time you catch the ball, get the yards that are there for you, and be happy. Don't fight for the extra one for no reason or make that dive. Like Carson Wentz, for example, made that dive for the end zone. Didn't have to dive like that.
Yeah, and then he's out for the rest of the season. Like, I mean, he was up to that point, he was fine. It was like week 7 or 8. It was like halfway through the regular season. It's just like, and now
there's no need to like. If you're running that and there's 2 guys in front of you and you have to duck low and dive to like bullet yourself in between them, just try like breaking it to the outside and getting the edge like that. I'd rather have you get hit and drove back and then diving and tearing your ACL.
Right. Carson's ACL tear was just weird too, because like watching the play, you didn't think he was going to tear anything. Like,
right?
Nothing really happened. It's just like. And a lot of the bullshit is like the non-contact injuries a lot of these guys suffer, where it's just not even on a play, and it's just like coming off a block,
not even in the play, like
whatever.
Yeah, pushed the wrong way, and then their knees just buckle. I saw a few years ago one guy, I can't remember who he was playing for, but he got a set air and then put his feet like when he landed real hard, he tore those up.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. How do you think Fournette's season's gonna be this year?
Oh man.
You think he's gonna pick up where he left off, or you think it's gonna be kind of hit or miss?
I think he's gonna be like mid-pack running back. I don't see. I'm gonna give him like the 12, probably like the 12th running. I don't think he's gonna be like nothing like he was at LSU. There's too many good running backs out there. They're gonna be in front of him just because they have better offenses to help them. And I just don't think there's enough in front of him to be able to go crazy or anything like that. Foles probably help a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, now they have a quarterback that's reliable and can spread the ball around. That might empty out the box a little bit.
It might help. I think he'll get 1,000 yards. Be right around 1,000 yards.
They're playing some decent teams with some pretty good defenses, but I mean, I'm sure he'll have his games against, let's say, someone like the Jets or Tennessee, Tampa. I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to get his yards in those kind of games, but
right.
He'll probably be that kind of. Well, speaking of, he just got a touchdown, like 15 yards. But yeah, he'll probably be like he'll have his big games, but other than that, he'll probably have maybe 3 or 4 this season where they're big games, and then he'll probably just be kind of average, I would say.
Yeah, and by big game, I don't think it's gonna be like 200 or nothing like that. Probably
no,
like,
I would say
almost,
like
you're gonna count big games over 100.
I would say
in NFL now.
I would say him. Probably his big games are going to be maybe like 125, 150 with 2 or 3 touchdowns. I would say that's like
I'd be surprised.
Pretty big game.
He'll probably get one game is a huge. One game of 150 is huge. That's a big game, huge game.
Right.
So He'll probably have one game of 150, and I say he'll probably have 3 games over 100, and then the rest will be less than that. But even with that, that's almost 500 yards, you know what I mean, between those 4 bigger games.
Right.
So then you got 10 more games to get up to 1,000, to another 500.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good enough to get. He'll play well enough to get to 1,000. 1,000 and like 5 or 6 touchdowns. I think Foles is there. They're probably going to use Foles a lot. Then we're going to want Foles to throw all the touchdowns pretty much.
Speaking of Foles, you think he'll rank in like the top 10 QBs this season, or do you think he doesn't have the talent around him yet to
I don't think
get
he
to
has
that
the
point?
Talent. They have no receivers.
I mean, they've only really got Marquise Lee and I forget who their other one is, but they only got like a couple.
No, that's Houston. Is he Houston or is he Jags?
Which one?
Kiki Cutie. I think he's Houston.
He might be. I don't know. I haven't heard him.
Texans. Yep.
Who the fuck? I don't know the Jags wide receivers.
They're not any big names. I mean, Allen Robinson's gone.
Yeah,
Hearns
Marquise Lee's the biggest one.
I think Robinson was traded over the summer, right?
Oh, D.D. Westbrook.
I thought
That's
Westbrook.
not terrible. They got speed. They're fast.
I thought Westbrook
D.D.
was.
Westbrook.
I thought Westbrook was a
Marquise
wide receiver. No, Westbrook. Yeah, Westbrook is a receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, D.D. Westbrook, Marquise Lee, Chris Conley from the Chiefs.
Okay.
Really fast, and they have Keelan Cole still.
Oh. Big play for
They
Houston.
might be all right. Not sure how good they're. Ooh.
I think it's just
Look at
good.
it this way. Their left tackle week 1 is doubtful to play, and their backup left tackle is out for the game. So if they still play a left tackle, they gotta play a third stringer.
Ooh, that's gonna be rough.
And the backup right tackle's on IR, so he can't even go. The backup right tackle can't even go over to help at left tackle. Then you have to put either a backup guard or center at left tackle.
So it sounds like Jags are already suffering from big injuries.
Right. Sounds like Nick Foles will get slaughtered week 1. Fucking blinds and come out and get trashed.
Well, I really wish we wouldn't have gotten rid of Nick, but I understand at the same point where he's now an MVP, a Super Bowl MVP like athlete. He's gonna want to control his own team. I get that, and I respect his decision, whatever he decides to do.
I feel like the Eagles could have traded Wentz, got a shit ton in return, and ran with Foles and been fine.
And that's what I'm starting to think. Like since like the transaction has happened, I keep thinking back. Like, well, if Foles is able to take whatever Wentz was able to give us and win a Super Bowl with them, like. I mean, we haven't seen Wentz be able to stay healthy for a full year.
And then come back the
it's
second year and got hurt again, and Foles still got you guys in the playoffs and won down the stretch to get you in the playoffs. And then you guys beat the Bears.
Yeah, thanks to Cody Parkey because he
Foles.
can't fucking kick a field goal.
Yeah, but you still won.
Right.
So I'm like, now you don't. The thing is, you don't know what's going to happen until you see probably the next 2 years of Wentz.
I think that's the thing.
Unless Wentz gets hurt.
Right, and then you don't know. And then you're down to Nate Schofield, and then you guys are screwed.
Yeah, if Wentz gets hurt, then you know that it was a bad decision to get rid of Foles. But now if Wentz plays, and then you guys make the playoffs, and then you're like you lose in the second round again or something like that, you're probably okay with that because now you're in a position to where 2 games you're in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're consistently not making the playoffs over the next couple of years, you miss it this year, and then you just tank out the next year and play like shit, and you start backtracking, and then you know it's probably was a really bad idea to let Foles walk and bring on. But at the same time, if you do let him walk, or if you do decide that Wentz is just too injury prone. You got rid of him to free up the money, the star quarterback money up front.
Right.
And then you have a chance to pick someone else up.
Boss man, we did play the Niner game. I think you guys lost in a last-second comeback by Cincinnati. I think the final score was 20-21. Cincinnati scored a game-winning touchdown with 2 seconds left. It was a pretty close game. We've changed.
Actually, you could argue that was the best game of the night.
Yeah, so really far, yeah, it was probably the best game we've seen so far.
That was the best one. The Vikings was a solid game. Blew it at the end.
Right. But
to be honest, all these games they've been pretty good.
Yeah, it's been pretty competitive.
Pretty close. Nothing's been a blowouts yet.
You know, with our changes. Oh, Foles going deep. That got tipped up. Oh, no pick.
There's just not much defense in the front seven.
That's deep. That's pass interference.
There's not much defense in the front seven, but with the quarters being as short as they are, and with the computer playing, if you have too much defense up front, it's just going to be a bunch of sacks and no gains and punts the whole time.
Yeah, we don't want that. But Boston, we changed some things on the sliders and difficulty and all that, and I think it's for the best. The games are a lot more solid. They're a lot more high scoring and competitive. So, but yeah, the Niners ended up not being able to pull it off. Bengals had a unanswered 14-point run on Niners in the last quarter. So defense just didn't come through. And Cole, speaking of for the Jacksonville, for the Jaguars, he just got injured.
Eating Cole.
See what? No, he's on the bench slamming his helmet.
I get beat up tomorrow before the games.
That sounds delicious.
B-dubs. I might not at the same time because I'm not trying to spend $25 at B-dubs either.
Right. Well, Foles is looking pretty good so far in this drive. And ooh, got both in. Who was that? 18. Foley? Wait, hold on, what? Conley with a touchdown. Is Conley, is he a rookie or a second year?
Who?
Conley.
Chris Conley?
Yeah.
No, he's been in the league for a few years.
Oh, okay.
He's younger. I'd say maybe 4 years. Probably his 5th year.
Well, Boost reviewing the play. I think it's going to stand. Looks like he drug his back. Yeah, it's going to stand. He came from the Chiefs, yeah?
Yeah. He was their third guy behind Sammy and Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
He's just really fast.
Yeah,
which is good for the Jags. He's one of them guys you can throw it deep and let him get under it.
Yeah, and that's what Foles needs going into that team.
Just imagine what Foles could have did with Deshaun Jackson.
Oh, Challeng's been lurking and he's looking at
Deshaun
points.
To get under it.
Challeng's looking at his points. He's got enough. Jaguars and
you know what that means.
Yeah. Some kind of exercising at the end of the night. KYK.
Oh my God, I'm hungry.
What's that mean? What does 42K KYK mean?
I have no idea.
Kirk, you're Kirk.
Hold on, let me go to the bathroom real quick. Right back.
All right. Only Trizzy and Freckle dump their loads. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to, but I typed lol wrong. Oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess. K and L. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Johnny, by the way, I know you don't care about the league, but your Titans lost. Although it was a close game. And after this, we got the Chiefs and Raiders game, I believe, and then I think like 2 other ones. We still got a few more games tonight. Right now, Jaguars beating the Texans. Me and Trizzy are kind of doing like a podcasting style over the games, just talking about tomorrow's games and what we think is going to happen, what we think is going to happen throughout the season. A little bit different than last week. I think it's more, I kind of like it a little bit better that way, though. Oh, almost picked off. I don't really have a lot of people to talk football with, like, deeply. So it's kind of fun to have a day we just talk football. I know how much you're thrilled about that challenge. Nope. Held him. Oh, that's going to be a halftime. That sucks.
Alright, I'm back, you little half-stepping moist ass bitch.
Oh, that's not nice. All right, well, Jaguars, I think.
About Aaron Rodgers. Hope he tears his ACL this year.
I think it was Houston got down to like the 5-yard line, didn't have a timeout, and they went in the halftime.
Worthless fucks.
Essentially.
Had it or they didn't have a timeout?
No, they didn't have a timeout.
They call it or just didn't.
No, okay. They didn't have one.
At least they just didn't have it. At least they just didn't have the time.
They were on like the 8-yard line. They called the play and they swung it out to the left, and they got stopped at like the 2.
Yeah, that's all right. They should have kicked a field goal though.
They should have, but they didn't. They decided to run a play.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They wanted the touchdown.
Sorry for the crunching. Give me like 5 seconds.
Fuck that touchdown. You take your field goal going in halftime no matter what.
Right. I mean, they're down 4, so that would have made a 1-point game.
Yeah, I'm taking my field goal. Taking my field goal because if I can stop them, get the ball back, or if I get the ball at half, I kick the field goal and I go up.
Right. That's the logical sense.
So many positive things that come out of kicking a fucking field goal.
Right. Kickers for the win. They make the world go round. Jaguars are moving the ball pretty good when they have it.
It's all because Nick Foles.
Pretty much. Fucking what's his face gonna do this shit? Can't think of his name at the moment.
Blake Bortles.
Yep, that guy. What is he even on a team anymore, or is he like just chilling in free agency?
I don't know if he's actually on anyone's.
I think he's a backup somewhere, but I'm not sure where.
Blake Bortles, let's see. Rams.
Okay, because I remember hearing his name in preseason. I just don't remember what team he was on. Kind of weird that he's on the Rams.
He was so
though.
garbage. He was so garbage last year.
Yeah, he wasn't doing anyone any favors.
2,700 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
Both has plenty of time, and then he looks to the sideline. Man, with that much time, you should have thrown it further down the field.
Okay, Sometimes you can't just chuck it downfield a lot of time.
You can always chuck it downfield with a lot of time. Not saying it's going to be completed, but you can do it.
Yeah, you could. Just chuck it downfield and to the sideline.
All right, well, they convert their 3rd and 7. Is that Marquise Lee? I think is number 12. Yeah. Nope, it's not.
I want to say yes.
Unless that wasn't number 12 and I'm blind.
No.
That was a good run. Alfred Blue.
11.
Ah, that's right. Is Blue? No, it's Fournette.
Did he not play last year?
I should have. Wait, are we talking about Blue or Lee?
Marquise Lee.
Should have.
I'm looking at his stats. They don't have any stats for him on 2018.
Was he injured? I thought he played. I thought for sure he did.
I thought he played. Let me see if I can find it.
Bowles has just got all day, and he's not going to throw it. Oh, my God. Literally had like 7 seconds back there.
Looking at all these stats, like all these websites with stats on them, not one of them have any stats for him for 2018.
And he was injured.
Well, it doesn't have anything for 2018. It's just like it stops at 2017. Usually it'll show the year and have 0 say injured.
2018 never existed.
Fuck.
All right, well, Jaguars settle with field goal. Up by 7.
With a quarter left to play.
Yes. How observant you are.
See, if they would have kicked the field goal going into halftime, they'd only be down by 4, and they could take a touchdown and get the lead.
Right.
We got this.
Highlights from Watson. First half. Not much. I guess he had a touchdown pass. Houston almost has 200 yard total offense, I think. Might be passing. 200 yards passing. 7 more yards.
44, Mike, 44. He can't hang. He's not gonna get me.
Yeah, that's the other third.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And it's over.
And it's gone.
We're set. 19. 44 to Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. And go.
Oh, is that going to be considered a first? I don't think so. Nope. Game inches. Well, on next game, we can dive into the biggest what the fuck moment of today with the whole
the past month.
Well, I guess, but today was the real, like, oh, it actually happened.
Today was the go fuck every other team.
Yeah, let's go make
moment.
the Patriots a fucking powerhouse again.
How does it make you feel? You guys fucking beat the Patriots 2 years ago in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's touchdown.
Now they got Antonio Brown.
It makes me feel like At least we beat the fucking Patriots.
Yeah, but the thing is, they went to the Super Bowl, almost won that game, and they didn't have Josh Gordon
or Antonio Brown at the time. Now they have the same exact team, minus Gronk, and Antonio Brown.
Well, let's just hope that they don't make it to the Super Bowl.
We all know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, not unless the Chiefs have something to say about it. They got LaShawn McCoy now. They still got Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce.
I would have been okay if
Defense
Philly would
just
have worked out a
sucks.
deal with McCoy.
That's what I was thinking. I wish he would have kind of went back to Philly just to put him back with the old team. Sean Jackson came back, kind of like a reunion.
Right. Then he could retire as an Eagle.
Sean came back. He might. I don't think he wanted to. I think there was issues.
That was with Chief
Deeper
Kelly's
than-
staff.
Yeah, but I don't know if maybe he just lost his respect for the team as a whole because they let him do that to him.
Could have been, maybe. I really
The
hope
GM and shit could have stopped it.
I really hope
Happened
Deshaun
that way.
Jackson proves his worth and he just retires as an Eagle. I'd be happy with that.
How much did they even sign him for? If they
I
sign
don't.
him for big money, then they really don't have to prove his worth. He's got to come out there and play well when needed.
I don't know the contract details. I think it was for. I want to say it was for 2 years.
I know Alshon Jeffrey restructured his contract,
That I don't know. I didn't know about.
so I'm not sure if it was to help add somebody. Maybe they were trying to add Antonio Brown.
Let me see if I can find his contract details. Oh, that almost got picked off. Where do you even find something like that?
You can just type in. You should be able to just go on Google and type in Deshaun Jackson's salary or something like that. It should say his deal.
That's true. I'm seeing if
It's usually not too hard to find.
ooh, that was almost a pick. Jackson received 3-year, $27 million deal for 3 years.
So nine a year.
About.
3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 9 a year. With, I'm sure, a nice solid chunk guaranteed.
Here we go, I got you.
Me and Tyler were talking today, and he's made a good point that Kirk Cousins pretty much changed the game when it comes to contracts on getting people guaranteed money. Huge payouts. Because Kirk Cousins was the first player to ask for years lower length of the contract and extending or upping the amount of guaranteed money for the contract. And now you got more players coming in asking for the guaranteed money when it comes to contract negotiations. Instead of having the longevity of being on the team, you're going for the guaranteed money up front, signing bonus, so you can get paid right now.
Right. Oh,
'Cause if you-
Foles. Foles almost threw a pick in the last minute 30, but he didn't. Jags have
Because if you take
a chance to take the lead.
the normal contracts, the long 5-year contracts with 20 guaranteed, but worth 100 million, they can cut you at any time and just give you the guaranteed money.
Right.
So you get the guaranteed up front. They can't cut you because they already owe you the money. It's guaranteed.
Well,
Kirk Cousins started that with the Vikings.
another note. Jags are up 2017 with only a minute 20 left. So another close game.
It's good. That's what we were aiming for.
Right. Good. All the games today have been pretty close. Like within a score.
Yeah, every team's had a chance to either win the game or put the game away in the last 2 minutes.
Definitely a lot more even.
Which is good because last week was terrible.
Yeah. All right, Watson has a minute 20 with 2 timeouts. At least get. Oh wow! Surprised Fuller caught that, but I'm not surprised. Well, the Jags are only rushing threes out all day, and he just dumps it off the Lamar Miller. All right, they're not calling timeouts. This is iffy.
Uh-oh, some scary. She's not E right here.
All right, 32 seconds. Booth review. I think he caught it. I don't know why this is a review.
Look kind of.
You're right. I think that would be out. His second foot's on the white. Well, either way, it's going to be incomplete. The clock's going to be stopped. Oh, they called it a catch. Ooh, good catch by Fuller. Saving the timeouts. These teams, I seriously think that Dallas was just an anomaly, dude. Like, all these teams are playing, like, legitly, and Dallas just played so stupid.
Yeah, they had the game won, and it's like they wanted a fucking tie.
It was like, oh, you think we're going to win, huh? Oh, no, we're just going to tie you. Take
like,
that.
Oh, shit, we shouldn't have fucking tied.
Oh! Fuller again. Freaking Watson and Fuller getting a connection going here. This drive. It's like 3 passes already.
Happy they called a timeout there. I was expecting them to hurry up and fuck it all up.
Right. Oh, that's surprising. They ran it. Oh, no! They did it, Dallas! Oh, they pulled it, Dallas! Oh. Texans, what
I'm not
are you
gonna lie,
doing?
I really hate that. I hate that addition to the game. It's terrible.
I know.
It's like they changed it to where teams. They changed it to where the runoff is there, but they didn't change the AI to be aware of time that they're missing. Like they do it thinking that it's still 12 seconds on the clock. They don't count the lineup, the time that runs off, and then they go to line up, and they're still acting like it's 12 seconds.
Probably.
So we're just gonna go with this Texas teams that are stupid then.
Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. They had 312 yards though. They fucking put up the most passing yards out of all teams today.
And they lost.
Lost by 3. They couldn't kick a field goal and call a timeout. Wow, that's depressing.
Fire them.
Fire the whole team.
Whose team is that? Fire
them. Gamer Kings or is his username?
Tell them to fire Bill O'Brien.
All right. Well, that was a very Texas style
terrible
game.
Time management skills. Not in a good way.
We'll see.
Anyone that missed it, we're not talking. Texas style is not a good thing.
We'll see what happens next week with these two teams.